Okay, today we're going to be focusing on the 121 model, placing the basket in the rear. If you decided to add it after you've purchased it, you're going to be needing some pliers and a screwdriver, which will come in handy. So you're going to open up the basket. On the rear of the basket, you're going to have the keys to this basket. That's going to allow you to close it and open it. So right now, all the parts are going to be inside the basket also. So you can open it up. You're going to get the holder, goes on the bottom of the bike. 2 clamps that'll be assisting for maintaining the bike. And then all the parts or screws and bolts that are going to be needed. For this job, I'm going to open all these up here. You're going to have 4 washers, 4 long screws, 4 short screws, and then you have the nut. There's which you're going to have 4 and 4. These 4 have an additional metal piece at the back. These are flat all the way around. For this event, you're going to be using 2 large screws, 2 washers, 2 of the small screws, and then again for the nuts, you're going to be using 2 with the additional metals and all 4 of the other ones. Okay, so this is basically what we're going to be using here. 2, 2, 2, 2, and 4. Setting the back on this, pretty simple. You'll see that it actually forms larger to smaller, so you want to sit in the same way with the crease or part inside. You'll see these little black clamps. Those will assist on holding it while we're doing this. You're going to set it up on here. You're going to see that this is going to leave you a little opening up here. And that's going to be matching up perfectly right down there. How do you know if this is set correctly? Because this can also hold over here, it can hold up here, and that's not correctly. Once you have it set correctly, you should be able to turn it inside out, and you should be able to see all your openings for this. So you'll see a hole there, hole there, hole there, hole there, hole there, hole there. We're only going to be using 4 of these holes, which are going to be the top 2 and then the bottom 2. So you'll also see these openings here, which is going to hold the nut part of our long screws and short screws. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the 2 long screws with the 2 washers, put that inside, just like this. I'm going to take this in here. Once you have it set, you're going to come to the top hole. I'm going to slide it in. As you can see, this is going to be where your nut part's going to go, but I'm just going to put them in right now. We'll put that later. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put one of those on there so it can help me clip this on here. You're going to grab the one that doesn't have the extra metal piece, and then you're just going to screw it in. You're going to see that that's going to actually slide in here, just like that, and then we'll finish screwing it in from the inside. And do the same thing with the other one. So that's going to line up like that. And then you got this part back here. Again, you're going to use your little washer nut. Slide that through. And then for right now, we're actually going to be bringing the 2 small ones into the bottom part, which and they're going to be going in these two little holes. For these, you will not be using washers. Yeah, the washers, you'll just be sticking them in here. Oops. Should be sliding them in here into position. And then you'll be using the two washers, again, the flat ones that are going to sneak in here. So I'm just going to slide them in here for now. This helps me maintain this here. And then here's where we're going to be using our screwdriver. You can come in through this side. Just hold the bottom. The back side, I'm just going to put my fingers right here in between it, and then just let it sneak in as I'm screwing it in. And you'll see that it'll go flush. So this is what we're looking for. It's going to go into the lower back part. As you can see, this one's sticking out. But we're going to make those all stick in. Do it again to this one. And then don't screw them too tightly yet. You're just going to try to get that bolt in there. But as soon as it starts going in, just right there, that's perfect. You can just wait because we're going to be tightening it up a little later. For these, you're going to go in and do this all the way through again. Again, see how it went in? It's going to leave that little piece out. Okay, so this is ready now for mounting, and then we'll see you in a little bit for the mounting part. Okay, so this is the rear part of your 121 model. These are your two brackets, and again I have my screwdriver, my pliers, and then my, oh, I'm missing one, but I'm missing my third or fourth washer, which I'll grab in. Oops, sorry. That's in a second. They're right here, all four. These, you'll see 4 holes lined up here. You're only going to be using 2 of those, which are the rear 2, so it allows you to support the actual basket towards the front. These are going to be, you'll see grooves on the bottom of these. These have to be facing down onto the metal. So they'll be going like this. All right, the easiest way to do this is grab the metal parts, slide your bracket in, slide your bracket in. Don't worry about the rear brackets on the bottom right now. Those will be going there, but you can actually set them just like that if you wish. And I'll just hold them right here and then apply the chew. And then line these up with the 2 holes on the top. You'll see that those will actually sneak in. Yep, there we go. And allowing you to sit it. And the bottom, as you can see, you actually have the 2 screws that'll come through here. And then you'll see the ones in the bottom over here that are just lined up with your other 2 screws, and we'll be adding those other nuts that'll screw it. The easiest way to start these is with these 2 down here. Grab your nut and just kind of place it in there and hand tighten it for now. You just want to get them in there. Do the same thing with the other one. Before you go any further at this point, you want to make sure that the basket is lined up with your bike. So as right here, you'll see this is your actual indentation. You can see that we're lined up with the bike, and the metal part falls right in the back of the bracket, which is perfectly aligned. At this point, you're welcome to open the front, and then you'll be screwing these in with your washer, or I'm sorry, with your screwdriver. Usually I'll hold the nut part on the bottom and then screw, and then you'll see them tighten. It's tightening 2 pieces, which is the one inside and the other one out. The one that went in and then the other one. As you can see, I'm just holding it there, allowing a flexible tight. Once those are in nice and tight, you'll see that the basket is pretty much stable. Now you need to get these 2 so then the bottom part of the metal doesn't go in. Now these are a little tricky. So we did put them in all the way, so you will have to remove them slightly. I don't know if you'll be able to see the bottom part right here, but you want that to line up just with your metal piece. You'll see that's where it was before. And we're getting them to kind of be flush with my screw in the flash. The reason you want to do that is that's the only way you're going to be able to get this washer in there. So when you go in, find your screw bolt, which is kind of hidden. You want to put it in there, and then you want to hold it, and then from the bottom, from the top part, you want to screw it in, and then that'll link up to your bottom part, and as you screw it in, it'll tighten on this one, so you'll have two tightens right there. And you'll apply the same step to the second one. Again, unscrew it, hold the nut in so it doesn't fall out. This one's going to be on this side. You can see this one's going to be a little trickier, that's why we need to get it up. Once you get it up, you're going to place the washer in, and you're going to hold it with your finger. Okay, it's done. Finish tightening all the screws in the bottom. You'll know when you reach the max because you can't tighten anymore. Don't over tighten. And this basket is ready to go. And there's your basket already installed. Keys, now you can add them to your other scenario. Pop it up. Pull out. And that's the installation of the basket for the 121.